Yo, YouTube. Damn, bro. I was recording this shit and I didn't even press record. Bro. But yeah, I'm so glad I noticed that shit, bro. But yeah, what I was saying, and I was talking to the phone. Damn. I said, like, lately, I've just been thinking about, like, a lot of questions, bro. Like, what is the purpose of, like, this whole experience, bro? Like, this life we live. Yeah, I mean, I might have said a couple things that might have explained our existence, bro, but in the grand scheme of things, bro, I'm just wondering what is the purpose. And I asked ChatGPT to give me like an answer for it. And he gave me a bunch of answers, bro. Like, yeah, we're here. Earth is like soul school where we need to learn a couple lessons and integrate it when we transcend this and that, this and that. And I'm like, cool. But then I still wasn't satisfied, bro. I still wasn't satisfied with that response, bro. So I just decided to look within, because everything is within when you're seeking answers, bro. Then I decided to meditate on that question, bro. And I'm like, what is our purpose, bro? Then I started meditating on it. Then when I started meditating, it's like the answers just kept coming to me, bro. Because sometimes when I'm meditating and I'm seeking answers, it's crazy because your mind can put something in the meditation that you think is the answers you're looking for, but then you don't know when it's coming from source, because you meditating is you being in source to seek whatever you're looking for. So I was like, bro, is this my mind telling me, maybe it's just a thought that just popped in while I was meditating. So I'm like, should I just observe it or actually pay attention to it? So the first thing that came to my mind when I was meditating on that question was the 7 Hermetic Principles by Hermes Trimesta or whatever his name is, bro. Then the second thing that came up was the 7 spiritual laws of success. Then the third one came up, like all in the meditation, bro. It came in that sequence, bro. And the third one is 7 deadly sins, was the 7 deadly sins, bro. And it came in that order: 7 Hermetic Principles, 7 spiritual laws of success, and the 7 deadly sins, bro. So just me still thinking, it wasn't part of the meditation, but me just thinking like, 7 days of creation, 7 days in a week, 7, 7, 7, 7. Then I got that information like, yeah, 7 Hermetic Principles, 7 this and that. Then I said I was gonna check up, like research on it when I get off the meditation. Then I started focusing on the number 7, bro. I started visualizing the number 7, bro. And the market visualizing, holding that image of 7 in my mind, bro. The energy kept getting intense, bro, because I already, like, me meditating, my mind was already in sync. Like, my heart was already in sync with my breath, with my breathing. So I already knew, like, I had already tapped in. So me now using my mind as well to visualize the 7, then I repeated the 7 as a mantra. And my heart was in sync with me saying those things and visualizing it. So it's kind of like the Holy Trinity, bro. Your mind, your soul, and your body. My mind was visualizing, it was holding that image of 7. My body was my mouth, I was using to say the 7. And my soul was my heart being in tune with the whole process. So it carried more weight because I was speaking the number and I was feeling the vibration of that number 7. So, and I said it 3 times because of the whole Tesla's 369. Then I said it the first time, I felt an intense flow of energy come in. Then the colors got brighter in my mind's eye. Then then I like, what's the word? Then I try to balance that energy that came in from me saying that number while being in sync. And I said it the second time, the same experience, the rush of energy in my chest and very vibrant colors in my mind's eye. And the last time I said it, the 7, bro, I felt so much intense energy, bro. I just had to get out of the meditation, bro. And I'm like, damn, what was that? Then I had to go do some research about the number 7. Then it kind of just explained why that 7 stood out, because 7 in numerology stands for deep thinking, introspection, and all that. Then me asking those type of questions and 7 pops up, is like, okay, the number 7 has a meaning, like it kind of represents deep thinking and, you know, going deep into just knowledge in general, bro. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense, bro. So the fact that me having those questions before I started the meditation and 7 popped up and I did my research on 7, yeah, it makes sense. So when I started doing the research on the other things that came up, the 7 Hermetic principles, bro, the first law or the first principle or whatever, bro, says the universe is mental. Bro, when I talked about the solar system of consciousness and space being in our minds, bro, I was getting at something, bro, because the universe is mental. The 9 solar system, the 9 planets, bro, they're stages of consciousness. And sun is the source, bro. So that's your mind. And those planets are the stages of consciousness to ascend. And just seeing that everything I was talking about in that previous video was actually kind of like in sync with the first law of the universe being mental, bro. It just made me question a whole lot of things, bro. Which now drives me to what I wanted to talk about in today's video. What if the sky is just a mirror reflecting everything that's on earth, bro? Like, what if the sky is just a reflection of our active consciousness, bro? And the sun is just a physical representation of all our thoughts, all our consciousness, just in one form. So many people on earth, bro. All our consciousness, just in one form. And it shows, like, that's how bright it is, you feel me? Like the sun, the source, everything, it all goes back to it. That's a reflection. The earth is just reflecting all our consciousness in just one physical representation. And the physical sensation we feel from the sun is the heat we feel because of everything being concentrated and it's being reflected back to us. The sky is a mirror. And you know the law of polarity, light can't exist without the dark, as above, so below. And what if the nighttime, when nighttime is when our consciousness takes the back seat and our subconscious takes the forefront. And nighttime, the sky reflects that as well. And the stars we see in the nighttime are just reflections of our burning souls on earth, bro. Like us being burning, like souls shining on earth is just being reflected in the sky. And the moon is like the sun, representing the subconscious mind, bro, in the nighttime. You feel me? I don't know if I'm making sense with that. Like the moon is just a reflection of our collective subconscious mind, because think about it, the sun is responsible for like growth, movement, life, everything. And the moon is responsible for the tides of the ocean, our dreams, the mood, all that. So the sun is just the active consciousness and the moon is just the subconscious, and it reflects everything back to it because human beings were part of the universe, bro. This is like, the universe is like a mind that has different emotions. That's why we have the different elements, the 4 elements, and it kind of, it's available in human beings as well, where we have different emotions. The sun, like this, the earth has rain, fire, water, and earth. Rain, water representing emotion, fire, desire, earth, groundedness, and air, communication. The same things we have, bro. And the universe is mental, so we can connect on that same plane because everything is one. Everything is the same, bro. But when you talk about the stars as well, the universe is mental, so we're probably not seeing real stars up there, bro. We're probably just seeing reflections of our souls up there, bro. There's a Germanic, like there's a theory made by the Germans back in the, I don't know when, but they have a theory that the moon is just a reflection of Antarctica in the skies, bro. So that plays a crucial part as well, because the moon doesn't rotate, the sun doesn't rotate, bro. They're just maybe just reflectors that just reflects everything that has to do with human beings, our consciousness and everything, bro. And the moon is also reflecting that state, you know, the subconscious and the conscious mind, bro. And the moon is just reflecting everything that has to do with, you know, the moon controls the tides of the ocean. That is controlling the emotions of the earth, emotions of the plane we exist in. The moon also affects our emotions. The moon also affects our dreams. The moon also affects everything we go through on a subconscious level, bro. So when I was just thinking about all this yesterday, bro, I'm like, damn, I might be I might be going deeper into something else, bro. And I always write all my shit down, bro. I just get them as it just comes to me, bro. So yeah, pretty much. So that's what I just wanted to talk about, bro. Like, the sky is just a mirror of our consciousness, bro. And everything we see in the sky, the sun is just a combination of all our active consciousness, bro. And the moon is just a combination of our active subconscious, man. So it's just a lot of things that I just had to piece it together, bro. I'm still trying to figure out what the clouds are, bro. Like, bro, it makes total sense when our mind is feeling foggy, we say we can't really think straight because we have dark clouds and shit like that, bro. And sometimes when the clouds come out and they just cover the sunlight, bro. So maybe the earth is foggy at that point when it comes to its consciousness, bro. I don't know about that part, but it's just me just thinking and just seeing that everything is connected, bro. So yeah, mind spilling this bitch still. You know. I don't even know what I'm about to say, bro. I feel like I say the same thing in all my videos, but yeah, fuck with me still.